Alright guys, so here we go with the comparison of these two phones. Something undeniable is that these are two of the best phones from 2015. So on the Samsung Galaxy S6 we have a 5.1-inch screen size versus 5.5 on the G4. Same screen resolution with 2K Quad HD display. More pixels on the S5 with 577 versus 538. As far as the cameras, we have 16 megapixel rear camera on both. On the G4 we have 8 megapixel front facing and 5 megapixel on the S5. Now as far as the processor, we have a Octa core processor on the S6 versus a 6-core processor on the G4. 3 GB of RAM on both phones. The LG G4 supports micro SD card up to 128, and it comes in 32 GB of internal storage, while the S4 doesn't support micro SD card and it comes in 3 different sizes: 32, 64, 128 GB of internal storage. Also, to mention the battery, the G4, as you guys can see, offers a removable battery, 3000 milliamp versus 2550 milliamp on the S6 non-removable battery. So a lot of people will be happy with the fact that the G4 offers the removable battery, but also you're sacrificing some of the thickness. As you guys can see, the S6 is actually really thin. As a matter of fact, one of the thinnest phones available right now. So let's go ahead and take a look here at the interface on both phones. As you guys can see, when you swipe to the left on the G4, you get access to the S Health application, the IR Blaster, and a couple of other suggestions. Right here is the main screen. On the other side we get a couple of more screens. At the bottom we get access there to the app drawer. We get widgets and apps. There is also a search option and also a menu to customize the option for the app drawer. Swiping down, get access to the quick settings. If you go all the way to the right, you get access to customize the quick settings. And here's a quick look at the main settings of the phone. Now taking a look here at the S6, we swipe down, get access to the quick settings as well. We can also customize the quick settings, and there is the access to the main settings of the phone. We get a couple of more screens to the right, and here's a quick access to the app drawer. It looks a little bit different than the G4. You can change the order in alphabetical order and do some editing as well within the app drawer. So here's a look at the Google Now using the voice on both phones. And as you guys can see, it displays the results right away. And this is all through Verizon 4G LTE network. Here's a quick look at maps and navigation on the S6. As you guys can see, it opens the search right away. It also connects to the navigation and opens the maps right away. Here's a look at the satellite mode. And as you guys can see, it looks absolutely amazing because of the 2K Quad HD display when looking at the phone in the satellite mode. Here's the same function here on the G4. Using the voice also displays the results right away. As far as the voice, very clear on both phones. They offer really loud and clear speakers. And here's also a look at the navigation on the G4. Really quick, very good connectivity with the 4G LTE from Verizon Wireless. Here's a look at the gallery interface on the G4. And there are a couple of different choices as far as how to look at the gallery. You can also zoom in and zoom out the gallery to increase the size. Now I have to say that as far as the interface of the gallery, I like it better on the S6. And let's take a look here at some picture editing. To be honest, I wasn't expecting all these different options as far as picture editing on the G4, and to be honest with you, it really offers many options when it comes to customization or picture editing. I'm sorry. As you guys can see, you can add filters. It has so many different filters. Of course, you can crop, you can rotate the picture, you can change the colors, the saturation. You can also add frames. So really good job when it comes to picture editing here on the LG G4, and as you guys can see, there are many different options when it comes to adding a frame to your picture. Let's go ahead and take a look at the same functionality here on the S6. As I said before, I like better the interface here on the gallery on the S6. And let's go ahead and also take a look at the picture editing on the S6. It also offers several options. And this is the same picture that we took with the front-facing camera on both phones earlier. So pretty much both phones offers the same functionality. You can crop, rotate, you can add different filters, you can add special effects, and take a look at this really cool interface here when rotating the picture. We can also change the brightness, the contrast, as well as the colors of the picture. As I said before, you can also add many filters. As you guys can see, it offers several filters. So when it comes to picture editing, I will say it's a tight. Both phones actually offer about the same features when it comes to editing your pictures in your gallery. Now, one thing that the S6, the Note 4, and I believe the Note or the S5, I'm sorry, offer is the video editor application, which is going to allow you to put together multiple clips or pictures. You can combine them together. You can add transition effects. You can change the theme. You can even add your own voice or record your voice and add music in the background. You can even save your project in either 720p or 1080p. There's no option to do this with the LG G4. Of course, you can always download a third-party application, but nothing that comes with the LG G4. So this is a thumbs up here for Samsung with this application video editor. Now, another thing that the S6 offers that we don't see on the G4 is the fingerprint scanner. And here's a quick look on how to set up the fingerprint scanner. You're gonna place your finger there several times until you reach 100%. And after that, it's gonna give you the option to add a password. So let's go ahead and test now the fingerprint recognition. Let's go ahead and lock the screen. And as you guys can see, very quick, right away it recognizes the finger. Now, when it comes to battery, you know, as at the beginning of the video I was mentioning the differences here between 3000 milliamp battery versus 2550 and removable versus non-removable. However, the S6 offers the ultra power saving mode that doesn't offer the G4. With the ultra power saving mode, we can extend the battery so much it's ridiculous. Take a look at how many days we can extend the battery when we turn on the ultra power saving mode. 1.5 days. So this is a plus feature that we don't have on the G4. Of course, we get the power saving mode, but nothing like ultra power saving mode, or even making the screen change into black and white to reserve or save a battery. Now, another thing that the S6 offers is the download booster, which basically combines when you're downloading large files, it's downloading using the Wi-Fi, but also using the 4G LTE connectivity. So here's a look at downloading the same game, Mortal Kombat 5, which is a really large game. And both phones are connected to the same Wi-Fi network, which is actually very fast. I have a 50 megabyte download plan. However, on the S6, we activated the download booster. And as you guys can see, the S6 already started getting ahead with the download. So this is a feature that the G4 doesn't offer. This it's actually really handy when it comes to downloading very large files. So pretty much it's 30% faster, I will say. Now when it comes to the S Health application, both phones offer the health application, so you can track your calories, your food intake and all that. Different interfaces, one is from LG, the other one is from Samsung, but pretty much they offer the same functionality. You can track when you're walking, and I really like this one right now here on the G4, which lets you track your route using the map. So that's actually really cool. I don't see that one on the Galaxy. However, when it comes to the Galaxy, we also get the fingerprint scanner that we don't get on the G4, and this is actually a really cool feature. And here's a quick demonstration. And you guys are probably gonna think that my heart is like racing, but I was moving a lot, so that's why my heart rate was kind of high. But it works really, really good. I think this is a plus here on the S6. Now here's a quick look at the multi-window feature. Both phones offer that option. That's a really cool option that it's gonna allow you to look at two different applications at the same time. And here's on the S6. Alright guys, time to take a look at the cameras. This is probably the two main selling points of these two phones, the cameras. And let's start here with the interface here on the camera on the LG G4. As you guys can see, it takes the pictures very quick. There's a recording mode. You can pause, you can stop the video. You can also take pictures while you are recording. Now, as far as the interface, it offers three different choices: simple, auto, and manual. The simple basically removes all the buttons from the screen, and you can just tap on the screen to take pictures. On the manual mode, it gives you full control pretty much on every different feature for the camera. Kind of gives you the feeling that you are using like a professional camera. It can be confusing a little bit at the beginning. I think the interface from the G4 in comparison to the S6. Here's a look at the front-facing camera. I have to say it takes a really good picture with the front-facing camera with the new 8 megapixel. And here's the option for the dual camera. It lets you turn on both cameras at the same time. You can customize or change the look of the secondary camera. You can also take pictures by using void commands, as you guys can see right there. And you can also control here the picture size as well as the video size. The front-facing camera also offers this really cool option. You can use your hand in order to activate the front-facing camera and take a selfie. Alright, here's a look at the S6. We can access the camera by unlocking the screen, but also one unique feature, it's a double tap the home screen, which is it's gonna open the camera really quick in less than a second. It takes the pictures also very quick, and it also offers the same options than the G4. And here are several filters that we get before we take the picture. I didn't see that option on the G4. Of course, you can change that after you take the picture by going to the gallery and editing. Here's a look at the Pro mode, which is basically the manual mode. It's gonna allow you to control everything manually, just like I showed you before on the G4. There's a look at the front-facing camera. This phone also takes really good selfies with 5 megapixel front-facing camera. There's also the option to do wide selfies. As you guys can see, you move the camera or the phone from one side to another, and then that's going to record a wide selfie picture. Now take a look here at the wide angle on the front-facing camera. As you guys can see, it's way wider on the S6. You can fit more on the screen. Alright guys, this is another cool feature that both phones offer, the IR blaster, so you can control the TV, the cable box, or some other electronics. As you guys can see on the G4 right now, we can turn up or down the volume. You can also change the channels and control your cable box. The one thing I don't like about the G4 is that for some reason you really have to be pointing out the TV or the cable box. Like, you really have to put the phone facing down. With the S6, it doesn't really matter. As long as you're facing that area, it will activate the function. Also, on the S6, you don't have to switch between TV and cable. You can just, with one remote, control the volume, change the channel. You can also type in the numbers to change the channel, and also access the functions to access your recordings from your cable box, as well as activate recordings. So as far as the interface and the IR blaster functionality, I give it to the S6. Alright guys, time to put these phones through a performance test. Let's go ahead and play some graphic games. Pay attention to the screen resolution, since both phones offers the 2K Quad HD display. Also the speaker. One speaker is on the bottom, the other speaker is on the back, and both are very loud and clear. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Alright guys, here comes the difficult part. Sorry, I have to give it to Samsung. Those of you guys that own the G4, don't get me wrong, you have an amazing phone. The LG G4 is one of the best phones available right now. But I absolutely love everything about the Samsung Galaxy S6. So to me, this is the best phone as today right now. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe for more. Give me your thoughts or your comments. And if you own each of these phones, either or, you have an amazing phone. So thank you, and I will see you later.